What's going on, everyone? This is Arthur Status here, and today we are going to review the Submariner date 126613LB. Beautiful watch. This is my dream watch that I copped. Let me show you how it looks like. This is the unboxing first, and then I'll go into story mode later. So this is the watch over here. Beautiful, beautiful watch, guys. Super obsessed with this watch. It's so beautiful. Really, really nice. It's a two-tone stainless steel, yellow gold, 18 karat. I love the blue bezel. It looks really nice. Really, really nice. Really, really nice watch. It came with the hang tag. Over here, I took out 4 links. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have small, tiny wrists. I got this complete set, so I got it with the card, box and papers, and everything. I have the the Rolex wallet here with the card over here. All right, hold on. Let me just not show the serial number here. Brand new 2024. Beautiful watch here. Warranty card in the back here. And then I also have, you see right here, the booklet. Beautiful, super nice. So I got a complete set. That's all I wanted. Didn't want to do, just watch that's naked, guys. Watch that's naked means that it's just a watch without box and papers. I wanted everything, so that way in the future, if I ever wanted to flip it or sell it, I can make sure I get all my money back. Beautiful watch. So before I do the wristwatch, let me just give you a close-up here. That's the case back over here. Really, really nice watch, guys. This watch in the sun with the dial, it just so beautiful. It looks so sexy. As you can see, I've worn it a few times, so it has a few hairline scratches. And it has the glide lock as well, so I can make it tighter, smaller, without taking out any links. All right, so wrist shot. Have skinny wrists, 6.5 inch wrist. So I took out 4 links because I wanted that snuggle fit. Alright guys, so story time. So with all these reviews, I always have to tell a story. So I am super happy about getting this watch. They call it, the nickname for this watch is the Bluesy. For the Submariner date is, they call it the Bluesy. And oh my God, this watch is just beautiful. I'm just gonna keep my arm up or my hands up so that way you guys can see the watch or whatnot. But I've always been a watch person since I was young. I always had, obviously didn't have expensive watches or whatnot, but I've always been a watch person. My dad was a watch person. I remember that he always used to have like nice watches. Back in the day, in the 2000s, like Swatch was a big brand, especially like over there in the Dominican Republic. My dad always had like some nice colors. He was more of a stainless steel guy. So I remember that at times when I didn't have a watch, I would take his watch to go out, and the watch would be like super long, super big on me, and it would be dangling all the way down here and whatnot. But I've always been a watch person. My dad was a watch person. Yeah, so when I used to always have like swatches when I was a teenager, and it's just like a way I used to use it to like complete the outfits. I was using it more as an accessory than just to tell the time. And then fast forward years later, Fossil was a big thing in like 2008, 2009, and the early 2010s. So I remember I always had like a nice like timepiece of Fossil, which is crazy because eventually I ended up working for Fossil, for the retail store in Fossil in New York City, back in 2012. So I worked there for like 2 years, and so I had some really nice timepieces from Fossil, very nice watches, affordable watches or whatever. But always been a watch person. I just love the way that it looks. It complements the outfit. It just looks, everything just looks nicer. Yeah. So then after Fossil, I then moved forward with the Apple Watch back in like 2016, 2017. And I've been wearing an Apple Watch ever since. I love the Apple Watch. I always said to myself, I love the Apple Watch, and I would never leave the Apple Watch unless I buy a luxury timepiece. And then the day has come where I finally did that. I love the Apple Watch. I would really like it for like work as well, because I would check my emails through my Apple Watch. Any employee send me a text or whatnot, or whatever it is, I can look at my text through the Apple Watch. It was really good, convenient for work. I can use a calculator on my Apple Watch. For working out, I really enjoyed it as well, because you can connect the AirPods to the watch, and you can change the music and things of that nature. So it was very convenient. I literally wore the Apple Watch for everything, for swimming pools, inside swimming pools, everything. I love the watch. I've had about 3 Apple Watches since like 2016, 2017. But for the last, like, I would say 3 years to 3 to 4 years, I made it a goal of mine to start saving up for a luxury timepiece. I knew that my real dream watch was definitely a day date with the presidential band, fully gold with the black dial. That one is obviously my dream watch, but that's just too expensive. I can't afford that one, but I think this is a really, really nice option. This is like my second dream watch over here. Just a close up so you guys can see. I just love this watch, to be honest. Blue goes with everything. And when the sun hits this watch, it really, really shines, especially like the dial, the blue dial is like very shiny. And then I needed a watch. I've never been like a stainless steel person when I got watches. I always had like some sort of gold or gold accents in my watches, other than the Apple Watch, of course. I've never been a stainless steel guy, never been a white gold guy. But this one caught my eye because this one is the best of both worlds. Because this one is a two-tone, 18 karat yellow gold, and then it's a stainless steel. So this watch I like because it goes with all my other jewelry, right? I don't have white gold. All my jewelry is gold, yellow gold. So I couldn't afford the the day date presidential. That's too expensive. I always wanted that watch since I was, young. I remember that I had, like in 2010, I remember I had like a Guess watch where everybody was wearing like those Michael Kors gold watches back in the day, and the specific Michael Kors one that I wanted was like sold out, so I had to like buy like a Guess gold watch, an old gold watch or whatever. But I can't afford, that watch that I really wanted, and I think this is the best option after that. This one, because it's the best of both worlds. I can wear my gold jewelry, and it goes all together. That's one of the reasons I got this watch, as well as I just love the bezel. My favorite color, to be honest, is like burgundy, red. Definitely like blue, but it's not my favorite color. But this blue is just something about this blue that just catches your eye, and it's just super flashy. And I am super happy, for being able to be blessed also too, and being able to save up and afford such a nice watch. So just a backstory on this watch. So yeah, I've been saving up for the last like 3 or 4 years. And then this year is when I really was like, I'm going to get a nice watch. Definitely gonna get a Rolex. I got a really good deal on this watch. I wanted a watch that was brand new, and I wanted it 2024. I didn't want to get a watch that was used, polished, or like an older model that was new. I'm like OCD when it comes to those type of things. Like I wanted a brand new 2024 watch, never been worn before, and I got a good deal on this one that I couldn't refuse. I just had to pull the trigger right away. The dealers, I didn't get it from a Rolex authorized dealer. I definitely got it in the gray market from a jeweler, from a family friend jeweler here in Edgewater, New Jersey. So he gave me like the best deal possible, and it's somebody that I trust. It's a friend of of my wife or whatnot, and I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. I've been following them for a long time, and I saw that they had the watch. They posted it on their Instagram, and I just went in and I just purchased it. And the cool thing is too, I didn't have to pay any taxes on it as well, because I ended up paying cash. So that's definitely a trigger, the gray market. If you pay cash, you can like finesse and like not have to pay taxes as well, as opposed to like charging it with a debit card or a credit card or whatever. So definitely talk to your jeweler about that. But this watch is beautiful. If I were to get a second watch, a second Rolex watch, I would definitely settle for the Datejust, the two-tone Datejust with the fluted bezel and then the oyster bracelet. So this one is the oyster bracelet, guys. I don't like the Jubilee bracelet. I know that the Jubilee bracelet might be, I think, even more popular than a lot of people. When they own Rolexes, they have the Jubilee bracelet. This is the oyster bracelet. I feel like this one looks a little bit more manlier for me, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with the other bracelet. I just prefer this one. But most the common bracelet that everybody owns in Rolex watches is the Jubilee bracelet. I find every time I see a Rolex, it has the Jubilee. This is kind of like the one that people like less. However, I like this one the most. Obviously, my preferred bracelet is in my dream watch, the all gold with the president bracelet or whatever. But that was just too expensive. So I would settle. This would be the one that I would settle with, as opposed to getting the Jubilee bracelet. I love the Submariner line. Super beautiful. I like this one too because for the most part, if I'm working, I'm like, I wear like 3-piece suits, I would say 70% of the time. If not, I'm business casual. In the winter, I'll wear like zip neck sweaters or turtlenecks or chinos and things like that, business casual. But most of the time I'm like very dressy and very formal. But outside of work, I'm just like completely casual, like to the point that I rarely wear jeans. Like once in a blue moon I wear jeans. I'm mostly like wintertime, I'm in like Nike Tech sweatpants, gym outfits and things of that nature. So I wanted a watch that I can wear dressy and casual versus the Datejust, which I really like that one. I love the Datejust, the black dial with the two-tone yellow gold and stainless steel and the fluted bezel and the oyster bracelet. I love that one a lot. It was either between this one, the Submariner date, or the Datejust. But that one I feel like it's a little bit too dressy. I've seen people with t-shirts. I just wanted something like this to start off as my entry-level timepiece. And then, eventually in the future, depending on how things go, you never know. That would be my second watch, actually. Like if I was to buy another watch, my wife did say that if she, in the next few years, she said that she's gonna buy me a timepiece as well, like a Rolex. So, babe, I'm holding you accountable to your word. So, hopefully, the next like year or two, she buys me a Rolex. That would be the one that I want, and it doesn't break the bank as well. So yeah, I'm super happy with this purchase, guys. I don't think I would wear it for work just because I do a lot of physical. My job is very physical, a lot of manual labor and things of that nature, and I don't want to jack it up. Jack up the watch, like scratch it or whatever. But this is obviously, a sports watch. It can, be inside swimming pools, beaches, any type of work environment, and it's gonna hold up pretty well. But this watch, because of the gold in the middle, the 18 karat. By the way, guys, this is the 2024. So after 2020, the Submariner they started coming out with the 41 millimeter bezel. So this one's the 41 millimeter. The older models, they are the 40 millimeter bezel. However, when I did my research or whatever, it's not really that big of a difference, the 40 from the 41 in terms of circumference of the bezel or whatever. It's like 0.5. This is really 40.5 in terms of sizing on the bezel or whatever. Yeah, so this is the 41 millimeter, so it's a little bit bigger. And one thing, I have skinny wrists. My wrists are 6.5 inches. I thought that this watch would be like super huge on me. Guys, this watch is not big at all. So if you have skinny wrists or big wrists, don't think that this watch is huge. It looks perfect on my wrist. Doesn't look big, it doesn't look small, it's just perfect. But yeah, so this is my dream watch. This is my biggest pet peeve when people wear watches, is when they wear the watch loose. So the watch, and again, nothing wrong. Everybody has their own style. I went for the snug fit. So I took out 4 links on the bracelets, 2 on each side. And then the cool thing about this watch as well is that it has a glide lock as well. So I can still adjust it without taking out more links or whatever. So I took out 4 links, and then the glide lock is like right in the middle. So I went for the snug fit. So like right behind my wrist bone over here is where I like it. I feel like when it's all the way down here dangling, it just doesn't look clean, in my opinion. I like the snug fit. Guys, if you wear your watch, any type of watch, wear it behind the wrist bone. It just looks more sharper, more nicer, more of a cleaner look. But yeah, I'm in love with this watch, and I've been saving up for the last few years. Again, I got a really good deal on this watch. It didn't really break the bank like that. I'm a person that I'm a homebody. Some people, I was a little bit hesitant about making this review about this watch or whatever, because don't think that I have money or I make a bunch of money or whatever, because I don't. I'm just like a person that really, I like to save a lot of money. I get it from my parents. My parents, we were poor growing up. We always had the basics, obviously, but we were poor. But my parents always, especially like my mom, always had 10 G's tucked away, 11 G's, 12 G's, and things of that nature. So I get it from my parents, from my mom, like just saving. I'm really good at saving. I feel like sometimes people are just not good at saving money or like managing money or whatever. I've been like pretty smart with money for the last, I would say, like 9 years, and I've been blessed that I haven't really been struggling for the last, like, I would say 9 years, since at least 2015. I haven't really been struggling. I've been able to save money, always have money in my bank account. But yeah, I'm a person that I bring food to work. I save money that way. All my food is really just home cooked meals. My wife helps me out significantly. Like, me and my wife, we pretty much, with all the bills and everything, we go half and half, 50-50, or maybe like 60-40. So that's very helpful as well. My wife helps me out a lot. I'm blessed to have her. She's an amazing woman. I'm a person, I don't really go out, when you're going out, partying, going out to dinners every weekend, every day, whatever it is, you're spending a lot of money. I don't do drugs. So I'm not spending money on that. I don't really drink. I drink if I go out, but I don't go out that much, so I don't really, I end up not drinking. But I'll drink socially, like if I were to go out or whatever in a social event or whatever. But I don't really drink. So I just like to be at home. To be honest, I'm a little bit of an introvert. My job, I have to be very social, which is okay. But I give it 100% at work. That by the time I get out of work, my brain is fried. I don't want to talk. I'm tired. So I'm a homebody. So the pros, there's cons and pros with everything, obviously. But one of the pros is that I get to save money being a homebody, and my wife as well is a homebody. We'll go out to dinner once in a blue moon, do something a little bit exciting once in a blue moon, but for the most part, she's a homebody as well. So that works out well as well for me, right? Because I'm not going out and spending a bunch of money. So that's how I've been able to, save. I like to cut corners with bills. I don't have 100 subscriptions of like HBO Max and Netflix and all this. All that stuff adds up. I save a lot of I save a lot of money. Like I cut a lot of corners, and I'm really smart with my money. I have a high yield savings account, guys. Highly recommend for anybody. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Open up a high yield savings account and get your money out of Chase Bank and Wells Fargo, Capital One. Like the interest sucks in those type of banks. It's like 0.0001 versus one of these high yield savings account. It can go anywhere from 4% all the way to 5% monthly interest and things of that nature. So I highly recommend you guys to do your research, obviously, but open up a high yield savings account so you can have your money that you have parked. It can garner, interest every month. I'm surprised a lot of people don't know about that, but that's really is a game changer. But I'm extremely blessed, and to finally have my first luxury timepiece over here. I'm super happy with my purchase. I'm gonna take care of this. I know I'm always talking about not babying things, but this one, at least for the beginning, I'm definitely gonna baby it. On this one, just by looking at it, this watch, it scratches like crazy. I've only worn this watch like 4 times, and it already has like a few hairline scratches, like baby scratches, because of the precious metal of the 18 karat gold. The higher the carat, the more softer, more gold it has, and more softer versus lower the carat. It has a little bit more other different metals or whatever to make it like stronger or whatnot. That's why a lot of my jewelry is 14 karat versus higher purity like 18, because it just lasts longer. It's much more stronger. But beautiful, beautiful watch, guys. I highly recommend. Save up, guys. Save up. I highly recommend to save up. Don't just buy a timepiece to then try to flip it, sell it to buy another one or trade it in or whatever. Guys, save up, take your time, and buy the watch that you want. You know, these are good investment pieces. You know, that's another thing too. Like this, if I ever am having, you know, tough times, I can always sell it back to my dealer. He'll give me, you know, what I paid for. I could always trade it in for something else, but I'm happy with this. I'm keeping this. Hopefully I can, if, you know, if I ever have kids, I can pass this down to my kids. Yeah, guys, so don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the watch. What's your favorite timepiece? What's your favorite Rolex or any watch? Your Audemars Piguet, you know, let me know in the description, or I'm sorry, in the comment section. What's your favorite watch? But here, let me do another close-up for you guys one more time. So again, I have it behind my wrist bone, so perfect. Perfect length, not dangling down here. It's behind my wrist bone, so it looks nice and perfect and clean. All right, guys, thank you all for the support. Let's get me to 1,000 subscribers. I'm being consistent with these videos. I've been dropping videos once a week for the last like month and a half, so I'm very proud of myself, and I'm pushing myself. Let's get me, this is the road to 1K. Let's get me to 1K, guys. Come on, share this video, send it to your friends. Let's go.